Hi friends, Miss Annie here. Came on to read you a story today. Charlie Anderson, written by Barbara Abercrombie and illustrated by Mark Graham. Here's the title page. And here's the copyright page and the dedication page. One cold night, a cat walked out of the woods and up the steps and across the deck and into a house where Elizabeth and Sarah lived. He curled up next to their fireplace to get warm. He watched the 6 o'clock news on TV. He tasted their dinner and he tried out their beds. He decided to stay, and the girls named him Charlie. Every morning, Charlie disappeared into the woods again. At night, when he came home, Elizabeth brushed him clean, fed him dinner, and made him a space at the foot of her bed. He liked Elizabeth's bed the best. Sometimes she would wake up in the middle of the night and hear him purring in the dark. When it snowed, Elizabeth and Sarah's mother heated Charlie's milk before he left for the woods. He grew fatter and fatter. Every day he purred louder and louder. He must have really liked that warm milk. On weekends, the girls stayed with their father and stepmother in the city. They had 2 houses. They wanted to bring Charlie with them, but their mother said he'd miss the woods. Charlie's a country cat, she told them. One stormy night, Charlie didn't come home. Elizabeth and Sarah stayed out on the deck and called his name, but no Charlie. Where was he? Why wouldn't he come out of the woods? Was he all right? What do you think? Where was he at? All night long, Elizabeth listened to the rain beating on the roof and the wind rattling the windows. Was he cold? Was he hurt? Where was Charlie? Where do you think he is? In the morning, Elizabeth and Sarah looked for him. They asked the lady down the road if she'd seen their cat. She said no and offered them cookies, but they were too worried to eat anything, even her chocolate chip cookies. They went to the new house on the other side of the woods. Have you seen our cat? They asked. His name is Charlie. He's very fat and gray, striped fur. Well, we have a cat with gray striped fur, said the man, but his name's not Charlie. It's Anderson. He's upstairs asleep on our bed. They heard a meow, and down the stairs came a very fat cat with gray striped fur. Charlie! Sarah and Elizabeth cried. No, that's not Charlie. That's Anderson, said the woman. We've had him for 7 years. Right, Anderson? He looked at her and began to purr. It's the same cat. But it's Charlie, Sarah said. He looked at her and purred louder. Is he ever at home at night? Elizabeth asked. Anderson is a hunter, the man said, and he prowls into the woods at night. Charlie sleeps in my bed at night, Elizabeth said. He leaves for the woods after breakfast. Anderson comes home at breakfast time, said the woman. He leaves right after dinner. And they looked at the cat that sat at their feet. very happy and very fat. So they decided to call him Charlie Anderson now. So he went to two houses too. He went to Sarah and Elizabeth's house, and he went to the other house. Sometimes in bed at night, Elizabeth asked him, "Who do you love the best, Charlie Anderson?" And she could hear him purring in the dark. Who do you think he loves the best? His other family or Sarah and Elizabeth? Just like Elizabeth and Sarah, Charlie has two houses, two beds, and two families who love him. He's a pretty lucky cat. Well, I hope you liked our book today, all about Charlie Anderson. Do you have a cat at home? See you next time, friends. Bye-bye.